Nico Halili, and welcome to The Score, where we tackle the hottest and trending topics in sports. After ending a 40-year wait in 2014, the Philippines is back in the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Booking a return trip to the tournament was a big test for Gilas, and today we'll look back at the journey that the team took to get back to China. Joining us today is the triumphant head coach of Gilas Pilipinas, Coach Yeng Guiao, and their hard-working big man, Gilas forward, Poy Eram. Gentlemen, welcome back to The Score, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for the greeting, and thank you for the support and prayers that everybody else did for us when we were there.
Now, Coach Yeng, you've been on the show. We've had conversations, and then at that time, parang you just took over the team. From that point to this point, does it feel like a journey that took like a para bang 1,000-year journey na from that day all the way to making it back to the World Cup?
Yes, actually, it feels longer than the few months that we had. No? And the journey actually started with the Asian Games. Hindi lang dito sa window ng FIBA eliminations. No? Started with the Asian Games. It started actually with the incident with Australia. And sabi mo nga, that time I was just an outsider looking in. I never knew that I'd be in this position when that happened. So, to me, it's destiny. No? It's all of those things had to happen for us to be in this situation, for us to be in the World Cup the second time.
The word destiny, mabigat yan. Maraming meaning yan. Pero ikaw ba, Poy, pag pinag-iisipan mo itong nangyari sa inyo, yun ba yung word that can be used to describe itong journey nyo back to the World Cup? Destiny?
Siguro rin, pero may factor din siya na yung sinasabi palagi ni Coach na you look forward dun sa challenge na sa harap nyo. Kasi yun yung bagay na kaya mong kontrolin Yun yung mga bagay na, yung nangyari nga sa amin, parang ang daming pwedeng mangyari para matanggal kami. Pero sabi ni Coach, kailangan mo lang mag-focus dun sa, kailangan namin manalo. Kasi pag natalo kami, hindi rin mag-matter yun So, you look ahead and kailangan mong mag-focus dun sa nasa harap mo. Pag nagawa mo yun, and then, hayaan mo na yung iba kung para sa atin talaga. And then, yun talaga yung nangyari na, yun nga, para sa atin talaga yung makapasok sa World Cup.
Now, Coach Yeng mentioned agreeably, the lowest point of this journey was the brawl. Tapos yun nga, people got suspended left and right. Ikaw ba po yung naisip mo ba na kahit na ang dami na suspend, kahit na very low point of the program, makakabangon pa yan? Makakabalik ba tayo ng World Cup?
Honestly, at that time, for me lang, talaga parang sobrang hindi klaro malabo. Kasi yun nga, dahil sa nangyari, siyempre pangalan natin, Pilipinas, yung program ng PBA, yung athlete, iba na yung tingin ng mga sa mundo, di ba? Kasi national talaga, ito talaga So, that time talagang hindi talaga klaro. And then, yun nga, may bagong program na pumasok, and then we work our way up. Doon, nakita natin na kayang-kaya pala natin, kaya pang maging klaro, kaya pang maging mas malinaw, na kaya natin mag-compete na kahit na yung masama yung past na nangyari.
Now, we're discussing, of course, sort of may parang symbolic journey, but there is also a physical journey involved. And I think maganda ikwento sa mga tao, just a physical journey from Qatar to Kazakhstan. I think maganda ikwento yung Coach na para ma-appreciate ng tao, ano ba yung pinagdaanan nyo talaga in that to play that last game?
Well, nung nasa Qatar kami, medyo okay pa because we spent about 5 days there. We practiced. Ang daming Pilipino, you felt at home. Then we won by a huge margin against Qatar. Pero after nung Qatar game, ito na, umpisa na yung kalbaryo. After nung Qatar game, empake, mabilis. We got to the hotel, empake, tulog ng konti, madaling araw, I think it was 3 or 4 a.m., was the trip to Istanbul for 5 or 6 hours. Pagdating namin sa Istanbul, ano ka doon? Tambay ka ron. Yung layover na tinatawag, 8 hours naman. So, wala kaming mahigaan kung ano lang yung upuan na nandun. Yun lang pagtsatsagaan mo. After the 8 hours sa Istanbul, another 5 to 6 hours to Kazakhstan. Pagdating namin sa Kazakhstan, madaling araw, naghintay pa kami ng visa namin na hindi naman kami tinulungan ng mga taga ron paano makakuha ng visa.
Dahil hindi rin kayo magkaintindihan.
Hindi naman, walang marunong mag-English eh. So we stayed at the airport for 3 to 4 hours. Paglabas namin sa airport, diretso sa hotel, kumain lang ng konti, natulog na sila. Pagkagising, alas 5 ng hapon, viewing. Pagkatapos ng viewing, 7 o'clock is the regular practice. And then the next morning, 10 o'clock, shoot around. And then in the evening is the game. Tapos ng laro namin, balik sa hotel, kain ng konti, empake na naman, madaling araw, alis na naman kami para sa Pilipinas.
Pero ang maganda doon, nung after the
Buti
game,
nanalo.
masaya kayong lahat. Yun ang pinakamahalaga. Now, I guess the question of people is, yung biyahe na ginawa nyo na napagod kayo at lahat, puyat, malamig, maginaw, what was it? Negative what?
Negative 16.
Negative
pagdating
16,
namin.
okay?
Nag-negative 18 ba nga
Ganong
doon?
kalamig. Pero Poy, ano nagtulak sa inyo to make that effort to win that game? Kahit na ang daming factors na kailangan mangyari. Pero anong nagtulak sa inyo to really win that game for the Philippines?
Siguro yung journey na yun, all throughout the process ng journey namin, yun yung test, yun yung parang part ng test namin eh. So, we really come together and really focus on the task at hand. And alam namin kung ano yung nakasalalay para magawa yung para mapanalo yung game na yun. And for that, kami mga players, nag-usap-usap kami na hindi lang naman to para sa amin eh, para sa lahat naman to eh. So, hinayaan na muna namin yung pagod. Kasi 2 games lang naman to eh. After nito, wala na. After nito, hindi natin alam kung anong pwede mangyari. So, focus tayo. And then, yun, na-overcome namin yung ano din. Then, yun yung for us as a team, nakita namin na kahit anong mangyari, kahit anong pagsubok, basta nag-focus ka and you give all your heart dun sa bagay na yun, and you really committed yourself for the team, makukuha mo talaga eh.
Everyone watching the game, dalawa yung game na minomonitor eh. Yung laro nyo at yung laro nung yung sa Korea, di ba? So, dalawa yun. Pero kayo, kailan nyo nalaman na, uy, okay, nanalo pala si Korea? Kasi siyempre yung nanonood dito sa Pilipinas, naka-monitor, naka-internet, ganyan. Kayo, coach, kailan nyo nalaman?
Patapos na yung laro, no? Medyo lamang na kami, siguro mga 15 points, so 12 points. Last few minutes of the fourth quarter. Doon lang namin nalaman, no, na panalo na yung Korea. So, sabi ko, konting taste na lang to, mga 2 minuto na lang to. Pagka nairaos natin to, pasok tayo sa World Cup. At kaming mga coaching staff lang nag-usap-usap. I did not even...
hindi sinabi sa mga players.
I did not even relay that to the players. Kasi madidistract na naman yung mga players eh. So, doon lang namin nalaman.
Ikaw po, kailan mo nalaman?
Actually, sa likod ng bench may sumisigaw na. Kasi si Scotty, nasa phone. Tapos sabi namin, wag ka muna maingay kasi di pa tapos. Pero ano na rin yan, mga end of the, fourth quarter.
Medyo malaki na yung lamang eh.
Malaki na lamang, ganyan. Pero syempre kami, gusto namin, focus lang muna sa laro, kasi yun yung talagang ano eh. Pero nung nalaman namin, tapos mataas na yung score, 2 minutes na lang, talagang kami, pigil na yung namin. Tapos nung pagkatapos yun, tatalunan talaga kami.
And there's this nice photo na, yun nga, nagkaroon ng victory ride si Coach Cheng na kailangan ko malaman, ikaw ba kasama doon sa mga nagbuhat o hindi?
Hindi.
Ay, naku, tatandaan ni Coach Cheng yan. Naku,
doon lang sa likod ni Coach.
bilangan mo na lang yung playing time mo. Okay, we're not yet done with our heroes here from Gilas Pilipinas, Poy Eram and Coach Yeng Giao. They'll join us in the next segment. This time, we'll discuss the on-court leadership o yung mga leaders on and off the court for the national team. So we'll talk about that when the score returns.